Hey everyone, welcome to my very first Midlife Mondays. I'm honestly so happy that you're here. Every Monday, we're going to talk about real practical ways to feel stronger, more confident, and more like ourselves after 50 without pressure or perfection. So today, I'm sharing the three non negotiables at 50 plus, the simple things that I do consistently that actually help with my energy, my skin, and my mindset. Nothing extreme, just what's been working for me at 50 plus. I think that these, what we really need isn't more pressure. We need more kindness toward ourselves. And these non negotiables, they aren't rules, they're anchors that just kind of bring me back to myself. So keep in mind that this is my very first live, and I'm so excited to be here. And I took some bullet points. So come along for the ride with me. Hopefully, we don't have too many hiccups. My first one. Okay, so my very first non negotiable rule number one is Carolyn Gervine. I love her. I do 10 to 20 minutes of strength training per day, at least 5 to 6 days a week. She's amazing, and her workouts are completely free here on YouTube. And I'm going to put the channel link for her in this video description for you. And I don't get into doing anything crazy or, it's short, it's focused, and I do it right from home because I don't love going to the gym any longer like I used to in my 20s or 30s. And now, you know what? I feel a little self-conscious. I just prefer the comfort of my home. There's less germs, and I don't have, monthly fees or whatever. So I'm going to show you. One day I was sitting on the couch. I was completely disgusted with myself. This was maybe when I was like at the end of 58. I just turned 60 a month ago. So a year and a bit ago, okay? And yes, these were my arms. I was sitting on the couch and I was looking down and I was like, OMG, I cannot believe that this is what's happened to me. And I was really disgusted. I was really sad. And obviously, I felt depressed, right? So I decided to do something about it. And I have a whole video about that. And I'm going to show you I'll put the link to that. It's like a 20-minute video that you can watch later on or whatever. But so getting back to this, so I decided to do something about it, and I've always known that obviously strength training is a great thing that you can do, right? Because our metabolism, we lose so much fat every year as we age, and our metabolism slows down. When you're working out, your strength training, even if it is only for 10 to 20 minutes a day, it's still, giving you, like, it's speeding up your metabolism. And my arms have always kind of been problematic the last few years. So that's really what I focus on with Caroline when I'm doing her videos. I just, you know, type in 10, 15, 20-minute arm workout. And because it speeds up my whole metabolism, the weight just like falls off of me after, a couple of weeks. You notice, oh, your pants are getting a little better. You're not getting like that bloat, the hanging over your jeans feeling and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, so instead of just, not just working on my arms, you're losing your belly bloat as well, just because you're speeding up your metabolism. So, check her out. Like I said, they're free, etc. And, there's 5 reasons, the 5 benefits that 50 plus women should be strength training. And as I mentioned here, it speeds up our metabolism because it slows down, right? And it keeps us strong. And I want to be as strong as possible as I can, so I can live my day to day and just feel strong and healthy and not like a weakling. It also supports our bone density, and this is huge because when we're working out, we lower the risk of increasing our chances of getting osteoporosis. So that's another great reason. Another reason to work out and strength train is that it improves our balance and reduces injury risk. I always questioned why old people would, what's the deal with them not having balance, etc. I could never understand it until I hit kind of like my probably like 57, 58. I started having balance issues, and I'm like, oh, this is what all this balance thing is with old people, because now I am one of them. And so strength training, it definitely helps to reduce your risk of injury through improving your balance. And it boosts your confidence and your mood, right? We all know that endorphins make us feel good. And trust me, some days I honestly drag myself down here. This is where I work out. I have a little workstation set up. And I don't feel like it because let's face it, menopause is tough and it can really kick the crap out of you and your mojo. And you don't feel happy every day and you don't feel like working out. But I promise you, if you just get, start off slow. 10 minutes, 5-pound weights, okay? Type in Carolyn, or you can find whoever you want, but I definitely love her. Carolyn, 10-minute workout, 5-pound weights. You could even start with 2.5-pound weights if that's where you need to be, right? I started out with 5s for probably the first like 2 or 3 weeks, that I moved myself up to 10 pounds. And now I kind of work between 10-pound and 15-pound weights. That works beautifully for me. I've really seen a huge transformation in my arms. And once again, you can learn more about this journey by watching this video that I will link at the bottom of my of this video here today. So check it out, and it's just another great reason to do your strength training. Okay, so my second non-negotiable is for my skin and my self-care. And so I'm going to come down here. All right, so my skin and my self-care, and that is setting aside a dedicated time each day where I use my OMNILUX face mask. And I'm not going to get into all the specifics here today, the science and blah, 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 why I chose the OMNILUX mask. But I will add the video link in the description below once again and share why I chose this particular mask. And the video, that I put together goes in way more depth. But that's not what this is about today. So what I do is I use the mask for 10 minutes on my face, and then I move it down to my neck and my décolleté, as you can see here. And what are the benefits, of using the OMNILUX mask or any LED mask? Just make sure that you are doing your homework, right? And it helps to boost collagen. It kind of like makes you feel like a little plumper again, and less sallow almost, which is amazing. And it helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It's not listen, you're not going to, put the mask on after 3 weeks, look like you're 30 years old again, right? That's not going to happen. But what it does do is it really helps to slow down the aging of your skin, and it makes your skin here and now look as vibrant as it can be. It really does help to turn back the clock a little bit, but don't be thinking that you're gonna look 20 years younger by getting one of these masks. They're not a cheap investment. They're like, anywhere between $400 or $500. But with that being said, when I ended up purchasing my mask, I stopped getting fillers. I used to get fillers in my nasal folds and all of that stuff. And one time I actually had them here in my temples. I got really crazy with it one time. And I just started looking like, like a chipmunk kind of thing when I would laugh or smile. It was kind of like, where some people need that no person in their life. Yes, I look back in pictures and I wish somebody would have said, no, KA, no. But anyway, nevertheless, so that's been years. And I decided when I made the purchase for the OMNILUX mask and I spent the $400 or $500 that I would not be getting fillers any longer. And that's exactly what I've done. I haven't needed them because the OMNILUX mask kind of makes your skin naturally a little more plump, and it helps with some hyperpigmentation and stuff, and it just kind of reduces redness, inflammation, just so many benefits, and it's absolutely relaxing. But what I do is, when I take my 10 to 20 minutes, and I know that this is not a flattering picture at all, but I have to put it in because this is how I roll, and this is what I do every single day is I lay on my bed and I just kind of get myself in a relaxed state as much as I can. And I try and, meditate for the 10 to 20 minutes, 10 minutes on my face And then once again, my décolleté for another 10 minutes. I try relaxing and shutting my mind down from as many thoughts as possible and using this time just for me. And I'm getting better at it. I'm not perfect at it. I am not, I still have a lot of work to do in the meditation department, because when I'm laying there, my brain is, kind of bing, bing, bing all over the place like a ping pong. Remember the ping pong games? Yeah, that's how my thought process feels sometimes. But I am getting better. If I can get 1 minute or 2 minutes of bliss out of my 20-minute session and work my way up every day and every few months, just get better and better at it. So during this time, I'm not just doing, taking care of my skin and making sure that it looks the best that it can, but I'm also looking after my mindset. So that is my number 2. And let me just go here, and I want to show you one more. Sorry guys, I'm just learning this, and I just learned this app today. I didn't even know that I needed an app for to do a live. Yeah, so I'm kind of bouncing you all over the place here. All right, so so thanks for hanging with me and bearing with me here. All right, so when we're laying like this, you've got your forefinger and your thumb, and the palms of your feet are together. It's actually a nervous system reset. Okay, so it calms the mind and the body. It helps to boost your circulation. It opens your hips and your back, and it actually feels wonderful on your lower back while you're doing that. And it helps to balance and regulate hormones. So it's just a tranquil pause. And that's kind of, instead of doing my dishes or whatever. I mean, I have done my dishes or, been on the phone or whatever. But I really try just to take that minute and take the 20 minutes for myself and just namaste. All right, so let's get on to number 3, my third daily non-negotiable. Once again, I'm sorry, bear with me. I'm trying to get onto the next screen here. I am a bit of a dinosaur. Okay, so sorry guys. All right, there we go. My protein shake, and this is just, it's a no-brainer. It's absolutely every morning after I have my morning coffee. I actually have water in here right now, but after my morning coffee, I just have a black coffee, and then I've said coffee 3 times. Sorry, see. Let me just start over again. I know this is my first time doing a live. I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so. And so I'm going to put my protein shake recipe below for you, and it helps. It's, packed with protein and nutrients and all good things. And it helps with keeping your muscles strong, supporting your skin and hair health. I put, collagen, all good stuff. Actually, I'm going to put my recipe here so you can briefly see it. Bear with me once again. Sorry, guys. I will be better prepared next time. Where is my protein shake recipe? There we go. There it is there. And once again, I will put a link in the description. It is also in the stand store of my YouTube banner. And so you can just click on that and get a free download for my protein shake. And this is kind of where you can expect to see that. Okay, so you just see it circled in blue there. So I take that every day. It helps to, keep my muscles strong. It gives steady energy all day, supporting my skin and my health, and it helps my metabolism and just basically my overall wellness. So it's quick and easy, and I notice the difference when I make it part of my routine. And of course, there's lots of great protein shake recipes out there. You don't have to just, use mine, but it's certainly there for you free if you would like to use it. Okay. Anyway, that's about it. I feel like I'm starting to ramble. I expect that I will be better prepared for next Monday. So please stop by and join me. I hope that I've helped you a little bit. And thank you for stopping by and giving me a little bit of your time on your Monday evening. I'll see you next Monday at 7 p.m. for Midlife Monday session. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your skin, and remember, you've got this. Oops. Oh, my goodness.